So,
Hey.
welcome guys to the first ever episode of What's the Word?
Yeah.
So this is an idea that I brought up to you like 2 years ago.
If not more.
If not more.
Yeah.
No, 3 years, bro.
3 years.
COVID was 2020.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was 2020.
We're in 2023. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Time flies.
Time flies.
Time flies. There's a fire.
There's a
That's
fire.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Hey man, God provides, man, with ideas.
That's crazy.
But I remember I was still living with one of my aunts. I called you randomly.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, let's get to a podcast. For one reason for another, we just never got to it.
Yeah. I remember that time, bro. I was like, bro, it's 2 a.m. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah.
What were you doing?
When you called me,
Yeah,
I probably was sleeping.
you were sleeping.
I don't remember 100%. I don't remember,
Okay.
but yeah,
Okay.
we were probably just chilling, you know.
Yeah. But anywho, my name is Lalo. I'll introduce myself first. So I'm 22 years old. About to be 23. Well, not about to. In January. Well, who knows when this first episode comes out? Hopefully soon.
True.
Hopefully soon. But today is August, what, 6th?
8th.
8th. It's August already, so it's the end of summer practically of 2023. I turned 23 in January. Currently moved out by my own, so so learning how to cook and be responsible and whatnot. But yeah, I've been coming to this church, which is Casa de Oración, for almost a year now. Well, I feel like it's been a year, just because like before that, I mean, I wasn't really getting to know anybody because I was so closed up. But I was born and raised here until I was 13. Then after that, well, as you know, obviously, Ryan's my cousin, guys.
Yeah,
that's
we're related.
Yeah, we're very close. We're very related.
Yeah.
So we moved when I was 13. We moved to Mexico. I was down there for 7 years. Did one semester of university. Decided to drop out because I wanted to come here supposedly. Don't know how I feel about that decision, honestly. Yet we'll see. Once I turn like 30 or 40, I don't know. But I'm here. I mean, obviously, it's been a great time hanging with the people here at Casa. If you guys ever want to come by, we'll most likely put the link in the description. So we have Sunday service at 10:30, and yeah, comes by, swing on a Sunday, and get to know us. And after that, you can connect with us. So what else? Trying to think if I'm missing anything, but big fan of soccer. Me personally, love playing volleyball. Love my Mexican food. Love my Mexican people as well.
Yeah.
Arriba Zacatecas. Shout out Zacatecas, bro. But yeah, so I guess the purpose of this podcast mainly is sort of just to share our experience as young people in Christ. So yeah.
All right, so I'll share a little bit. I'm Brian. Nice to meet y'all. Hopefully one day personally, but right now through whatever platform.
Virtually.
Yeah, virtually through whatever platform you're gonna be viewing this in. I'm currently 21 years old. My birthday in November. Won't say what day because that's basically all my passwords.
Bro, nah. You get hacked in the next couple hours you release it.
Yeah, and I'm starting to overthink that I shouldn't have said that. All right, so basically, I'm 21, currently living with my parents. I mean, I've been a Christian, that quote, my whole life. Nah, I've been a Christian since I was like 17. That's when I actually started. And currently been in casa for a while. Last year I was out of the country.
Where were you, big dog?
I was in Tina. I was in Argentina. So it was a good time. It was definitely a big experience. I learned quite a lot last year. But we're back and, just focusing on what God wants us to do here, enjoying being with family too, and working on future plans, things that God wants to do, and through us and with us. So
wait, what made you go to Argentina, bro? Just like, well, I mean, maybe I'm sidetracking a little bit, but I just got curious.
No, that's fine. I mean, I guess it's part of the introduction, because 2020 was COVID, right?
Yeah.
I love 2020. 2020 was actually.
I remember 2020.
I love
Pretty
2020,
rough.
bro.
Yeah.
I did so many things
It was
that I
quite
didn't
a year.
know. I had just finished my senior year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was finishing it when COVID started, and I really enjoyed it. It was like super fun. I was allowed with my fam, so it was just a good.
So you were one of those people who actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed isolation, bro.
There's a lot of people here don't.
So I'm an introvert. You're gonna find out I'm an introvert. No, everyone's gonna say I'm not, but I'm an introvert. I like being alone, but I also like being with people. I've learned to develop that. And what made me go to Argentina? All right, so basically 2020 was a really good year. 2021 was, it wasn't the greatest year, right? And like midway through, I remember this prayer. Low key was out of frustration. I already fixed my relationship with God, right? But in that moment, I remember I prayed, and I was like, God, you've taken everything. like literally, it was like complaining, bro. I was like, God, you've taken everything, just not my family. And I went to Mexico. I went to Mexico around this time 2 years ago. In 2021.
I don't remember.
It was like July. And I remember I went there, and
was that one time you guys went driving? No. I was.
Yeah, me and my dad went driving. Me and my dad.
Oh, I do remember. Yeah.
And what's it called? And it was just it was a good time in Mexico. But simply, I remember I was over there. I was praying. I was actually reading the Bible a lot over there for some reason, which is something that I try to like. I don't know why. When I'm on vacation, it seems like I do the things that I never do over here that I want to do, like exercise.
I remember you told me a phrase with regards to that.
Yeah.
So like vacationing and just reading the word.
Yeah, that's something that I really enjoy doing when I'm on vacation. But I remember I was doing that, and I just felt like God saying, like, "Yo, are you willing to give me the one thing you said you didn't want me to take?" And I was like, I mean, God, I guess you're worth it. So I remember that same, like, being over there in Mexico, I committed, and I told my family, okay, I'm gonna sign up. We're gonna see how this goes. If they accept me, and it was quite a process. I mean, they didn't accept me till like November, but yeah.
Wait, how'd you even hear about the school that you went to?
The school that I went to, the one I went to was Misión Instituto.
Shout out Mariano. Shout out Mariano, bro. Maxi.
Yeah,
Rafa.
Yeah. Yo,
all those boys.
They're all really good at teaching. You're really good at showing. But more than that, they're just genuine people. Yeah. So that's what I love. Like, yeah, they teach really good. Yeah, they talk about the Bible. They talk about this, but they live it. So that's something that I really love and that I really value. And how'd I hear about them? Low key was probably through videos on Instagram. It just started.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
You did? Oh, I thought you heard them like maybe through like a preach, maybe like I was thinking.
No, I'm pretty sure I found them through like Toma Tu Lugar. Okay. Marco Burnett, because they're like friends and they're connected. And just like watching videos like that, and I was like, yo, that's very interesting. And I remember I was in between two different schools, which was that one, Mission, and I hopped for Kansas City. I wanted to go to Kansas City because I was like, it's 8 hours, 9 hours from where I live.
I thought you were gonna say Moody Bible Institute.
Moody Bible. I mean, that's down.
Yeah, that's downtown. It's not that far.
That's downtown. That's not far at all. Like, that's something that I had thought about because I wanted to go closer. But I remember one time I was just like, yo, I gotta do what God wants me to do. Like, I can't just do something because I think it's easier or closer.
Right.
So so in March of last year, I hopped on a plane with a stop in beginning of March.
Was that not 2021?
I was 2022. That was last year.
Bro, no, never mind. Go on.
Life is crazy. But yeah, I hopped on a plane from Chicago. I did I forgot what it's called.
Layover.
A layover, yes. I did a layover in Miami. And I remember when I was in Miami, I was like, all right, so this is me. So when I was younger, I didn't like roller coasters. Right. I didn't really like them.
Wait, that's so weird for me, though.
Why?
Because I remember as a kid, you would like, honestly, you would get on roller coasters with a lot of our older cousins.
Yeah, I'll explain why.
Oh, okay.
So basically, I had this mentality with regards to roller coasters. I would go to Six Flags all the time. Yeah. And my mentality would be this, bro: sit down, get on, buckle up. Once you're buckled in, you can't get off.
Oh, I thought you just shut your brain off.
No, it'd be like, all right, you're on, you can't get off. And that would be my mind. Like, I wouldn't even think about it while being in line until I sat down, put my seatbelt on. I'm like, you can't stand up, bro. There's like, Yeah. And I remember I had that mentality when I was younger, and I actually had that mentality from Chicago to Miami. I was like, all right, I'm in Miami, bro. Once I got on this plane,
there's
no coming back. Yeah,
there's no going back, man. There is no.
And bro, that wait was pretty long. The wait for the plane to arrive from Miami to Buenos Aires was long.
Wait,
bro.
The wait to get onto the plane.
It felt long, dude.
It does feel long. You know what? I can share that experience because when was it? The first time when I was moving here.
Yeah.
Which I still remember the date. It was a February 6th of 2019, and it was snowing. And I remember I arrived at Midway, and my uncle didn't pick me up till 2 hours later.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm like sitting there like on my back, like that, waiting for him to come. But I remember that time, and dude, I don't know if you had this, but I sat on the plane and I was like, bro. I was like, when they said over the intercom, like, oh, if you wanna get off this plane, you better get off right now because we're not stopping. I was like, bro, should I get down? And I'm like tearing up because obviously, I'm saying goodbye to my parents and this and whatnot. But I don't know if you felt that when you were on the plane in Miami on the way to Buenos Aires.
I didn't really cry or anything. I was just thinking, I was like, dang, I'm really doing this. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm really leaving for
that reality
10 months. Yeah, dude. It's like I'm actually going to a different country that I've never been to for 10 months. And it's like a whole different aspect, a whole different living, whole different thing that we're doing and everything. And it was just that. So I remember I was there and I was like, okay, we're doing this. Mm-hmm. We're doing this. We're there. My first month was, dude,
I'm going to say this. Your Spanish got up, though. Your Spanish is A1.
Yeah, it's A1. And I got like mixed accents now. But what's it called?
A little bit.
Yeah. And it was a really good experience. My first month over there was horrible, bro. I think you could probably relate to that. Like
the culture shock must be
culture shock. I mean, it helped me that I was with a bunch of different guys from different countries, so I guess we were all far away from home.
Gotcha.
So that kind of helped, but other than that, dude, just like mentality, thinking about things like, yo, what if something happens to my family? Mm-hmm. Like I'm not there, bro. Yeah. It's a minimum of a 14-hour flight. Yeah. Like that's the most minimum a flight could be, and it's not cheap. And I was like, there's literally no way of me just going back just because. And it was just that. But it was a great experience. I really enjoyed it. I learned so much. God like introduced me to so many things, arranged so many things that were wrong in me too, that were probably messed up through the years, through things that I had done, or maybe decisions that I had taken. And now we're back. We're in Casa Oración. We're helping out and whatever we can, and just focused on.
You know what? Yeah, now that I remember, it was last year. Yeah, because I remember when you came back, we had a youth event. Right outside. So where we're recording from is right next to our cafeteria. Yeah. So we had a youth event. I remember, like right behind here. You guys are probably gonna see maybe Chino. I don't know, but he's our worship leader. Our worship leader. Shout out Chino, man.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. So yeah, I mean, I remember you got here back in. Was it December? I think it was December, like around Christmas time, because I remember.
I got here a day before the World Cup final.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, we watched the World Cup final here too. But yeah, I remember. Watch it. Yeah, I remember that year. Yeah, I do remember 2022 pretty clear. And I remember, I think I didn't get the chance to say goodbye to you because you went to go pick me up that year with our good friend.
Yeah, I went to go pick you up from the airport. Yeah, and basically.
Yeah, I didn't see you afterwards.
Take you to Virginia.
Yeah. Afterwards, I didn't see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because so I guess during that period of time before Brian left, like a week before, I had just gotten back from Mexico. I was unemployed, and I got a call from an uncle from Virginia saying, "Hey, man, you want to come home work over here?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, of course, I'll go work." And I didn't know anyone here from Casa. I was coming here to Casa, and I didn't know absolutely anybody. I think the only person who I had talked to a little bit during that time was maybe Chino and the pastor, and that was it. Like besides the youth group. I was like, no, I don't really want to be here. I'm like, I just want to leave. I don't want to be here.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie.
They're gonna hear this.
Huh? No, they're gonna hear this. No, I was telling this to Mia recently. I was like, I don't know, bro, because like, for example, the church here was like very welcoming. Like they are very welcoming.
Yeah.
And I think that for me that was like a bit awkward. I was like, these dudes like too. Like, hey, come here, bro. Like, bro, chill out.
Give me some love.
Yeah, bro. And I'm like, and honestly, like, well, I mean, with the church I was going to back home or back in Mexico, it wasn't like that. You'd be like, oh, what's up?
Hey, buenos dias.
Buenos dias. That's it. Or sometimes even saying hi from afar. It was never the approach of like, oh, I mean this and that. Like, we were never that close. Like, not that it's wrong, but it was something new. Going back to the story, I worked in construction for like 4 or 5 months, and I think as soon as I arrived here, the next day I had a flight to Charlotte and then Charlotte to Virginia, and I stayed there for like a good part of the year. Yeah. Then I came back. That's when I started meeting. I mean, pretty much the whole youth group. I know your sister was a big part of that. I think especially for me, because I remember I came to a youth group one time, and I told your sister, I was like, bro, you better like introduce me, bro, because for real, I feel like super awkward, like not knowing anybody. Yeah. And we did something. I don't know if it was prayer or it was a youth event here, like, but in the sanctuary. And I think it was Hannah who said, I was like, oh, we're gonna go watch Minions and we're gonna go eat McDonald's. And
I remember you called me. You told me.
I told you, yeah. I called you that night after. Yeah,
I do remember.
Yeah. But yeah, we went to go watch Minions. Ariana and Chewy were still here. Yeah, Ariana and Chewy were still here.
You guys will probably hear names like we know them. They're part of the church and everything. If you guys come, if you guys are willing to come, you guys will meet them. Mm-hmm. Just saying.
And well, we probably will have some of them here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it won't just be us guys. All right, we'll have
the whole gang.
Guests. Yeah, we'll have the whole gang here. We're even gonna have our cameraman here. You know, we don't want to have him always behind the camera. Shout out Alan, bro.
We need to present
bro. Please flip the camera around, bro. Please, just. Okay, too early. You know what? Yeah, we should wave to Alan do a face.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do it like reveal. Yeah, maybe we'll do it like in the 100th episode or something. You know? We get the 50. 100 likes, 100 likes, and we'll show cameras.
We'll show
Alan's face, bro.
We'll show who our cameraman is.
Our cameraman is. But yeah, Alan's our cameraman. Eric's our visual master. He's literally the god when it comes to that stuff.
Hey, if you guys ever need any work to be done, connect with Alan.
Photography. We'll put his Instagram in his in the description too, bro.
Yeah. Because
dude, because this kid, trust me, his work is absolutely quality, absolutely A1. But yeah, I mean, as you said, we're gonna have. It's not just gonna be us guys. We're gonna have the youth group who come to this church who we're really good friends with, the majority of them. There's obviously we're still inviting new people in, and whatnot. But going back to what I was saying to the story, I think I left off. Oh, we went to McDonald's that night. I remember, Alan, I know you were there. Some other people were also there. We went to go eat to McDonald's afterwards. It was a nice time. It was a good time, I'll say overall. And after that, that's when I started getting just clicked. Yeah, just clicked. Afterwards, yeah. I think I really clicked, and I clicked with Alan first. I think he was the first people when we went to Buffalo Wild Wings. And I don't know if you remember that night. You remember that night? Yeah, you remember. Yeah, dude. He does. Yeah, I remember, dude. We were still doing the like the services with the other churches together on Sunday night. And I remember, I think Danny was the one who said, "Oh, let's go to Beato's." And we went to Beato's. And I remember Alan, I think you sat next to me. I don't remember. You sat across from me, you're next to me. And yeah, dude. I was probably like the first time, like, damn, bro. I was like, chill. These good people. Yeah. You know? But
Alan's that guy.
Alan's
that very likable person.
He is. He is. Yeah.
Kudos to Alan.
Man. But yeah, and that was like around the fall. That was like a year ago.
Yeah.
That was a year ago. And yeah. And it definitely felt weird without you for me. Because I was like, damn, bro. Because before knowing anybody here at church, I was like, you're my go-to guy. And I was like, damn. Now he's not here. Now I gotta socialize.
Yeah, that was me
too. But now all these people are here.
If you ever want to find out who your real friends are, move to a different country for a year. Very few will text you. Lalo was one of the people that would text me. The rest of the guys from the youth group, I didn't really know, so that was different.
They all fake.
But
not play.
Nah. No, I didn't know them. I actually didn't know them.
No, you didn't. It's because you left at that moment in time where you and your sister were like very close.
Yeah, we were like barely. I was barely starting. I remember would come, and I would not mind coming. I would come to youth group. I remember some of the youth group before I actually even like got involved, and it was a really good time. But I didn't really get involved until I came back from Argentina, And I remember the first time too. We went snowboarding. I remember Alan.
Was that the first time?
That's the first time I linked up with them.
With the youth group, really?
Yeah, we went snowboarding. My sister
No
was
way.
Like, oh, the guys are going, and some of the people from church. I was like, I bet.
Wait, who went that time? Because I remember we went a couple times.
Victor was it?
No, Victor wasn't there.
No.
Victor didn't go.
Oh no, it was Leo.
Leo, you,
Josie, Becky, Mia, Hannah, Nana.
Hannah didn't go.
No, Nana.
Nana did.
Mm.
And then you had some friends too.
Oh,
I remember Jesus.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
I was like, no way, Jesus. I hadn't seen him in a long time. And dude, it was just a really good time. I really connected with everyone super fast, dude. But honestly, like here in Casa, they're so welcoming. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
It's something that I had to get used to.
Yeah.
To used to, honestly.
And I think I was kind of intentional too. I kind of did want to click, so I was like, okay, let's work on it.
Yeah, I remember we met up at the library. Yeah, we met up at the library near Leo's house. Yeah. That's where he left from. I remember. You know why? You know what? You know what else? Yeah, I tried mate for the first time. Yeah. So for those of you who might not know, mate is. I'm afraid that some Argentinian is gonna come at me.
Yes.
If he sees like, if I call it tea.
It's a drink that is not a tea and it's not coffee.
It's perfumed water.
Yes, it is. Flavored in the best.
Well, some people don't like this. Some people do not like it.
Yeah, some people do not like it.
It is very strong.
It is strong. It is very.
But I believe, and I'll say this: it's a lot more effective than coffee, for me.
It really depends on the person. I really enjoyed it. I got used to drinking a lot. I stopped doing it now, but I gotta go back to it because
there's quite some health benefits, man. There.
And it's basically like drinking water.
So yeah, man. I mean,
let's talk about this. Let's talk about why
we're doing this.
Why we're doing this. Okay. Why we're doing the podcast.
What do you want?
I mean, I can give my reason.
Yeah, go give your perspective, bro. I want to hear your perspective.
All right, my perspective on why I want to be involved in this is I feel like there's certain topics that we could be talking about that could be interesting to anyone else that is watching, anyone else.
Well, honestly, you know what I think we're probably going to be doing? We're probably going to be asking for your guys' opinions, like any questions or any topics that you guys have or just want to hear like our perspective.
Or
honestly, I'll be honest, I don't know much about the word. If anything, I got to give my flowers to Brian. Brian knows a lot about the Bible. He knows a lot more than me. But I just like giving my perspective and things. What you do. And take the damn compliment, okay? All right. So he does. He knows a lot about the word, but he has a grace. You better be delete that, bro. But yeah, no, Brian has a grace when it comes to talking about the word. Really does. But yeah, we're probably gonna be asking for you guys' opinion, if any topics, I think. So yeah. But back to what you were saying, bro. My bad.
No, you're good, bro. I appreciate that. And what's it called? Yeah, what topics? You guys have questions? It also helps me grow. I told them before we started. It was like it's also gonna help us grow as individuals. And aspect that, all right, we need to be more prepared. We need to be paying more attention. We need to be praying more. You know, like we don't just want to speak. And maybe some of you guys aren't believers or don't believe in God or etc. You know, or you guys aren't. You guys have questions. It's totally fine, dude. I still have a lot of questions too. But it's just being able to show that we're regular guys, you know, regular people.
They have regular jobs too.
Regular jobs, yeah.
Yeah.
I work in basically remodeling.
Yeah, I work at a hardware store, so nothing special.
Basically. We're connected. I buy things from him, and
yeah, and I get paid. He gets paid for doing the job.
I get paid.
Yeah,
you know, we all get paid.
We all get paid.
But we're regular people, and just to share that we're regular people, but we love God and sharing our lives and what we do and our perspective on things. And don't get me wrong, we're probably gonna get a lot of things wrong, but hey, it's a growing and learning process. So we're gonna grow and learn together. And if you guys have questions, just drop it down in the comments. You know, just do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do, man. No, honestly, yeah, it's probably the same perspective. I mean, I feel like well, even outside of the podcast, I feel like, for example, with you, I've always been able to have like that connection where just like it's just one topic and we just like I feel like I could be on there for like an hour or two, like solid, talking about the same topic. But yeah, I mean, it's yeah, I mean, just yeah, pretty much what you said, bro. I mean, just giving, I guess, our perspective, our personal experiences as well. Try to connect whatever's happening outside, I guess, outside of church and how we could, I guess, apply the word there. You know, whether it's maybe it's a tough situation at school, even though I'm not in school anymore, or a tough situation at work, maybe a tough situation with a friendship, relationship, maybe with your parents, maybe you could be going through a tough time, maybe with your personal relationship with God.
Yeah.
It could be going through some turmoil, which I mean, I won't lie, I think it's probably one of the it's a tough thing to get out of. Man.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's probably the first. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much the purpose of why we're doing this. Also to, I guess, just connect to whoever's like living close to us, you know?
Yeah.
Just connecting to our like age group. Obviously, well, maybe I don't know. I mean, I feel like I see a little bit little bit different than you do, just because we both live so many different things, though.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I mean, if anything, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. It'd be kind of boring if everybody just thought the same way. It would be.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I mean, but I'm trying to think if we're missing any points, which I don't think so.
And maybe generating interest in people so that they look for more.
Yeah.
I think that's an important one for me too, which is basically like, okay, I'm gonna be speaking about God, and I hope my passion for Him lights up passion in someone else.
I think the thing with what you were saying, like living accordingly too.
Yeah.
Because to what, like, hey man, if you're preaching it, you better live.
Yeah.
Live it. Because I mean, I think sometimes for the people who don't even preach and their own like testimony speaks about themselves, I think that's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of a bigger influence for somebody standing, let's say, on the stage or just a person with a microphone, really.
Yeah. Your biggest sermon, your biggest lesson will always be
your own life. Yeah.
Your own life.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, we definitely live. I feel like we live in a time where it's a lot of, I don't know, I guess pressure over us, man, as a young person. Because like think about it, I was like, by 18, you're supposed to maybe have somewhat of an idea what you want to do for the rest of your life. Yeah. Some people are kicked out of their houses too.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
I've heard about that.
I've had friends and things like that.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Once you're 18, you're out of your home.
You're out of your home.
Like, wow.
But yeah, man. I mean, from what I know, I think Casa, for the history of this church, isn't that old. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I think Alan probably knows this better than anyone, it's 8 years, right, that we've been, well, Casa has been a thing, or been a church, an official church. Yeah, it's been 8 years. So we're very modern guys. So we're newborn babies.
We're
newborn babies, newborn creatures in Christ.
Yeah, we're not a super old church, but it's a very quick growing church. And yeah, it's been a great journey up.
So if any of you guys live in the Lake County area, whether that be,
where are we?
We're in Round Lake. We're in 929 West Hart Road, Round Lake.
Yeah.
673. That's the full address. In Illinois. Because you know there's a Round Lake in Arkansas?
I did not know. Yeah. But that is good.
Now you know.
Now I know.
So
hopefully you're not looking for this church in Arkansas. But
I have a friend in Arkansas that does podcasts.
Hey, oh really?
Shout out homie in Arkansas that does podcasts.
Shout out Arkansas, man.
Shout out Arkansas, man. We're just shouting out everyone.
Yeah, shout out everybody. No, we're just shouting out everybody because the thing is, you guys will be knowing them little by little, poco a poco. Oh, one thing, if we do say a word in Spanish, I mean, we are Hispanic.
Yeah.
There's 2 Mexicans here on the couch, and there's a Salvadorian behind the camera. So it's very culturally diverse. I know we have Colombians here in our church. We have Venezolanos, Guatemaltecos.
Yeah.
Hondurans. I'm trying to think.
We have a couple from
Peruvians.
Peruvians.
Well. We got Peruvians.
Bro, Peru chicken, man. Peruvian chicken.
Peruvian chicken.
Yes.
Gas.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good. I kind of want to say it's almost better than Mexican rotisserie chicken, but I feel like that'd be.
Bro, calm down.
I get canceled.
Nah, Peruvian food is really good.
Yeah, Peruvian food is really good.
But yeah, bro.
But I think that's it. I think nothing really else comes to mind.
That's an introduction. If you guys have questions about us, bro, I think one of the other things that we're gonna be doing here is that we're gonna be open books. So like, feel free and ask if you guys have questions about us. I think we'll try to be transparent with our lives. Yeah. Yes. So like, bro, if we're talking about a certain topic, I'll be like transparent. Obviously, we'll be careful with certain things that we say. We'll never mention things about others.
Yeah.
It will only be about us.
About us.
And yeah, that's mainly all I think I had to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, no, nothing really else comes to mind. I feel like we're not missing anything. Our pastors, Abraham and Cristina, great couple. They're our pastors. They're sort of the ones who sort of gave us the green light to sort of go ahead with this project. And after 3 years, we officially can say that we can start it.
Yeah.
So.
And you're gonna be part of the process.
Yeah, it's been
because we're gonna be like, y'all see this, like this is, this is a little cooler. We got wires and everything, but soon we'll have a table, we'll have a lamp. I mean, we did work on this. We painted. We did a little wood design, but it's a process. But we had to start. We said, yo, it's time. We gotta do it. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we're so glad to be a part of this and to have you guys.
And to close it off, I'm gonna just give one Bible verse, bro.
Hey.
One Bible verse. So the name of this podcast is What's the Word? The reason behind it is within the youth group / friend group that we have here in church. After church or any usually youth activity will usually be, hey bro, what's the word? What's the move? Yeah. Meaning that, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go eat, we're gonna go maybe bowling, play golf. We love to play volleyball here. We're very competitive in volleyball. Well, not really, but we love to play volleyball. Okay,
I don't like to lose.
Yeah, I don't like to lose either.
I was playing.
But hold on, I have it in Spanish. I'm not trying to read it in Spanish. But in Matthew 5:3, it says, "God blesses those who are poor and realizes their need for Him, for the kingdom of heaven is theirs." So, resuming it, just don't forget that we need God in our lives, guys. Yeah. So whether you're in a bad spot in life right now, whether you're in a good spot, glory be to Him that we're still here alive, healthy, hopefully, that we still have something to eat. We still have a family around us. We still have people around us who love us. For those who are going to school, they have a career to study.
Yeah.
Those who have their family around, enjoy their family. Those who have a job, they have an income. So always remember, I think wherever you are in life, just be grateful. Be grateful and always remember we always need God in our lives.
Yeah, for sure. Dependency on Him is key. I was thinking about that earlier. That day. We're nothing without Him. So yeah, bro. What Lalo was saying, just keep that in mind. And hopefully this podcast, these videos, these audios, if you guys listen to it, just the audio, can be a part of your guys' life and can add something to you guys. Add something to your guys' daily walk with God.
Daily bread.
Yeah.
Daily bread.
So I think until next time, we'll figure out what's the word. You guys will be tuned into what's the word, and we'll be talking about that word, that topic. I think that's the way we're gonna be working, right? Yep. We're gonna have a word, and it could be any type of word, and we'll be talking about around that.
Or a phrase.
Yeah, it could be
a phrase.
What's the phrase?
What's the phrase? Nah, you know what? Let's do this. What's the word, bro?
The word? Yeah, what's the word?
So yeah.
WTW.
WTW, man. Hashtag WTW.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll see you guys next time, guys. Love y'all. Remember to visit us in person or our website, which we'll put in the description as well. And yeah, if you guys if you're interested in visiting, come by, swing by. We're good people. We don't bite. We just hug.
That's crazy.
But no, we're good people. And
some might
what?
Nah, you guys are welcome. Just slide through.
All right. All right, guys. Love you guys. Bless you. And we'll see you guys soon.